beginning with, of course, the news that Nico Hulkenberg will be driving for Sauber in 2025, soon to be Audi in 26. Fantastic move, Nico. You well and truly deserve it. You're nearly 37 years old and you're still driving tremendously well for your age. And at the rate you're going, you could easily still be in Formula One in your 40s. Of course, a lot of the reason why he still has a lot of motivation is the fact that he did take 3 years off between 2020 to 22. And but of course it does leave quite a few drivers in a bit of a muddle here. Sauber's two current drivers, Bottas and Zhou, are going to be looking over their shoulders, wondering what their futures are going to be. I have to say, Zhou Guanyu, I really don't see a future for him. Yes, I know he brings in a lot of money from China, but I mean, this is now his 3rd year, and he's still getting slapped week in, week out by Bottas in terms of pace. Like, anyone who cries about Zhou being out of a drive at the end of this season just needs to wake up. Like, Zhou is only there because of his money, nothing else. And as for Bottas, well, he's going to be 35 years old in August. He's not exactly someone who is, like, full of motivation like he used to be. He's very much heading towards the Kimi Räikkönen end of his career. I don't really see what sort of future Bottas really has in the sport. I mean, just by the way, of course, going back to Nico Hulkenberg, brilliant acquisition by Audi, a German driver for a German team. Very much like how BMW Sauber got Nick Heidfeld back in 2006. And hello there, Will F1 Gaming. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I mean, the Sauber drivers, I don't really rate them that much. I think there's a few other drivers I'm trying to think of that are going to be affected by Hulkenberg's move to Sauber / Audi. Kevin Magnussen suddenly might suddenly have a chance of staying in Formula One now, despite his own problems. I like Kevin Magnussen, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say, oh yeah, he's been amazing. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He's just been consistently outpaced by Hulkenberg every weekend. But now that Hulkenberg is going to be off to Audi, this is now his big chance to show Haas that he actually has something good coming for him. And yes, Antonelli could well be going to Williams, which is a bit of a, well, it's kind of bad news for me being a Pierre Gasly fan, because personally I want Pierre Gasly out of Alpine. Since, yeah, he's getting slapped by Ocon. Hulkenberg, I think, you know, if he can keep up his sort of performances, he will, I mean, even though he has no wins, no podiums to his name, I mean, if he can, like, pull off an amazing performance early on at Sauber next year and get some, like, headline performances, Audi could well be building a strong platform in the early stages of their F1 journey. I mean, contrast that to Toyota, who, of course, signed the likes of Mika Salo and Adam McNish, two drivers who were never really going to take the team forward, and then replaced them with Olivier Panis, Cristiano Dabata, and Ricardo Zonta. Not really great. And then when they got Jarno Trulli and Ralf Schumacher in 2005, it was already their 4th year of Formula One. I mean, they should have been signing drivers like Trulli and Ralf Schumacher back around 2003. It doesn't, I mean, Audi are literally getting the job done by getting a quick, solid, reliable driver in there in meet ASAP. Of course, Toto could, well, wants Antonio in at Mercedes for 2025. Well, I mean, I'm not really sure. It's Antonio, I mean, Antonelli, I beg your pardon. Is he ready for a seat in Formula One yet? I mean, realistically, he should be starting at back marketing, but I mean, I know I made that video about him going to Mercedes, but I think that was me being a bit bold. And, oh yeah, hi, Silverback, hope you're doing well. Yeah, other news, of course.